Boxing fans here with Josh Kelly, pretty boy. It's been a while since I've seen you, man. It's been a long time. I think boxing's waiting for your return, and finally we're here. It's fight week. How you feeling?
Oh mate, it's a cliche, but I'm feeling the best I felt. So it's going to be a big night tomorrow, a night to enjoy, I think. Well, I know.
You're looking good. I said the first thing I said to you when I saw you. I've been around you for a long time. Been a lot of your fight weeks. This is the best you're looking. Obviously, the weight jumping up. Just talk to me about that weight jump up. You look physically fine, so is it a lot better?
Yeah, it's a lot better. I mean, that difference of £7 is big, and I mean, I'm a strong super welter. So it's like just being natural. So I boxed at 69 through my amateur career, come down to 66, and then obviously in kilos now I'm back up there. When I feel strong, I mean, it's like 6 years on since I've turned pro, so I feel like I'm matured now. Look at me when I first started compared to now. I'm a lot bigger, I'm a lot stronger, I'm a man, so time to move up weight and time to do the business here.
Moving up now, you moved to Wasserman Boxing, your debut for them this Friday on Channel 5. Just talk to me about the whole change. How have things changed for you? We know you were Matchroom, obviously with Eddie Hearn at the time, moved then to Wasserman, now part of this Channel 5 and probably Sky Sports going forward. How's that change been for yourself?
Oh mate, lovely. I mean, nothing against Eddie or anything like that, but I mean, how smooth this is went, it's lovely. I mean, Channel 5, terrestrial TV, eyes on us, so it's time to lace up them dancing shoes and go to work and do what I do best, enjoy it. But I feel like this time I'm enjoying it, got a big smile on my face, and I feel like I want to show the best version of me. Well, I know I'm going to show the best version of myself. Levels, so there's levels to this, so I'm just going to show the level difference in what I'm capable of, where I can go.
I want to sort of rewind back, obviously, to the Avanesian fight and the aftermath, basically. From when I've talked to you, there's been a lot going on in regards to, a lot of people talking on social media after the fight. I'm not sure if people don't like you or if it's just a situation where people don't like Eddie Hearn and sometimes want to see the fight and not do well. But how did you take that? Because, listen, we're all human beings and we can all say that, listen, I don't check social media, but as humans we have emotions. Did all the sort of social media aftermath affect you in any way?
Not really. I switched off from it totally, bro. Just like switched off from it totally, because opinions are opinions at the end of the day. Everyone has opinions about everybody, and then until they're proven themselves, until the career is all said and done, then they mean absolutely nothing. So I just kept myself to myself and just went away and proved myself all round. So I'm all round more improved fighter, feeling like, especially in myself, just grew as a person this last year. It's massive. But like I said, I'll just go in there, prove myself again on Friday. It's on Saturday. I keep thinking it's Saturday, lad. I think I want to say Saturday, yeah. And just go and enjoy myself, mate. That's what it is. It's just, I'm enjoying life at the moment, so and for the foreseeable future, I think it's going to be a good year,
Can I ask why it's taken so long for you to come back? Obviously the Avanesian fight was a long time ago. I think a lot of people are waiting your return. We heard about this deal with Wasserman and potentially with Sky Sports at the time, a long time ago, and now we're here in May. Why is it taking so long?
I was thinking I was going out in December, but then it got changed, and then the Channel 5 thing come about, so I thought I'll wait out for that, and then obviously did this, and I think it's a perfect opportunity. But thinking about it, the months where I've had to strip back myself, because that wasn't, I was dealing with a lot of shit, going through a lot of shit, so I had to deal with all that. And I see people keep saying, oh, you keep saying you're dealing with shit. Well, it was, you know what I mean? And people deal with shit all the time in their own lives, so we're no different, because we're in the limelight, we're no different than fucking anybody else. So I had to go through that and get over that, and now I'm over it. I feel like I've just got a weight lifted off my shoulders, bro. I'm just like fucking walking on cloud 9 all the time. It's fucking weird. It's good though.
I've spoken to you off camera, and I know sort of the situation and things that you've been through. And like you said there, people don't understand, but boxers are humans, man. Like everyone's got a life, and everyone's human. You've got emotions, and stuff happens, and it does affect people. So I want to ask you though. Obviously, you moved away from Eddie Hearn being one of the most prominent promoters in the UK and the world at the moment with Matchroom Boxing. What sort of prompted that move away?
No, well, Eddie offered us to renew my contract. I think it was 5 fights, and Wasserman offered us 5 fights. And Wasserman, the Wasserman deal just was suited me better, so I just made the move. Sometimes you got to be selfish in what you're looking for, so I just sort of, boom, I'll do that. No hard feelings between me and Eddie. He's always going to do well, do you know what I mean? I know I'm always going to do well, so I back myself.
Moving now forward, looking forward now, what's the plans? What do you want ideally in the next maybe end of 2023? Where do you want to be?
In the mix, end of 2023. In the mix. I'm looking like for end of 2023. If I'm being honest, I want to be European world level. I want to be operating on that level. It's only going to take me a few fights back, and then I'm going to be able to prove myself. I know what I'm doing. I know how good I am. So I've got bundles of energy flying. So like, end of 2023, we're talking another year and a half. Yeah, I'm moving fast as well. I think they're going to keep us busy, which is good for me. Like keeping busy. So I feel like it's just going to be. I'm going to build some momentum up and get my name out there and start. I think people will be surprised. I know where I'll be, but I think people will be surprised where I'll be end of 2023.
What's changed with you then? After that loss to Alvarez, obviously people are talking that maybe your gas tank wasn't there that way or whatever it is. What do you feel like you've changed to move up?
Just gas tank was there, just other things going on which just chipped away at that thing. And it's like if you're at work and you kind of concentrate on your work, it's like that. So it was a bit like that. But believe you me, I am. I've got it. I want this fight to. If it's there to be finished, I'll finish it. But you got to have that killer instinct. But like, I'd like this fight to go a little bit longer. So I'd like it to go the length because it's 10 rounds. What I'm back into. I'm getting that like 10-round fight night again. So it'd be good for me. I'm just chilling. I'm taking it all in my stride. I'm ready to go. I can't wait. I'm actually excited. Really excited.
Boxing is a lot of shoulda, woulda, coulda. If you had won that fight, there would have been potential fight with Conor Benn, and that was a fight that everyone was talking about at the time. But just talk to me about Conor. What do you make of Conor since you've been obviously away from boxing? What do you make of the rise of Conor Benn, obviously doing his thing, winning? Seems like he's improving every fight as well.
He's improving, but it's not like should fight Avanesian really. Like that should be the fight being made. But like, so it did numbers for me. Like to see that Avanesian's not worthy of. It's not commercial enough. Why put me on the headline in Sky Sports if it weren't commercial enough? But seeing that, it is what it is. He's improved. Guys he's fighting and washed up, but I'm not focused on that at the moment. I'm focused on me taking this, rising into this super welterweight division and sort of trying to, and it's going to take over.
Obviously, you've come from the welterweight, so I want to move on and talk about the welterweights. Two of the big guys in the division, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Errol Spence coming off a win against Ugas. Terence Crawford looks like at some point he's going to be fighting soon. But talk to me, man. If there was to step in the ring today or within the next couple of months, how do you see that fight playing out?
Terence Crawford, me. He's skill levels are there. Terence Crawford. I mean, he definitely looked good against Ugas. Looked good, but was getting touched a little bit. Where I think with Crawford doesn't get. He won't allow himself to be touched as much as that, and he's got them. He's got them skills. He sits southpaw, sit orthodox, just as good as the southpaw as the orthodox. Controls range, distance control, and he's second and on. So I'll hedge it on Crawford, but it's obviously a top fight. Do you know what I mean? Top fight.
Just two final things from myself. Obviously, one of the biggest pound-for-pound fighters fought last week in Canelo Alvarez against Dimitri Bivol. Obviously, coming off with a loss, but moving up to weights that people didn't think he'd be able to fight at. But what do you make of that loss?
I mean, he's moving up weight after weight, so he's going to eventually hit something where he's fighting physically bigger, stronger men. So it's like Yes, brother. He's fighting physically stronger and bigger men, so like Bivol's got a bit of a style like a Kovalev, where Kovalev was sort of getting to the end and he broke Kovalev down, but Bivol's a young version. He's got that Eastern European style where the jab and the 1-2 with the 1-2-3. I thought that was working nice. It's just sometimes it's a case of a good big one always beats a good little one, but like Canelo, he's unbelievable. You kind of just, people starting to say, oh, about Canelo, but mate, he's unbelievable. Like multi-weight world champion, like skills. I think he was lagging a little bit in the end because he had to punch that hard every shot to try and keep Bivol off him. It was like he's putting everything in every shot. So you're ripping like that and then nothing's happening. Bivol sort of just riding it. It's going to tire out a little bit, but listen, it's good for the sport. Shakes it up a little bit. Let's see what happens next. If they run it back, let's see what happens.
Final one, Kell Brook announced his retirement just last week. Just talk to me about Kell Brook, his career, what he's done for boxing, for British boxing. We know the Amir Khan fight happened, but you know he's been headlining a lot of fights over the years. Just talk to me about Kell Brook's career.
I mean, he's had a great career, like outstanding career, and he's world champion. Went over there, took it off Porter, boxed Gennady Golovkin. He's been in against Crawford, the best. I think it's nice for him to go out like this. Now, I mean, that Khan fight was like, that's a nice one to go out on. Do you know what I mean? That's a nice one just to go, there you are, it's done. It's like you never want to see people keep trying to come back and stuff, but I think that's nice for him. I think he's done really well. It's class.
Would you have liked to see that Ben versus Brook fight? There was talks about it. Would you have liked to see that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not focused on that division anymore. I'm not really going to look at it anymore. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to give that attention. I'm on this. I'm thinking about tomorrow.
What do you want to say to the fans? Obviously, people are going to be tuning in on Channel 5. People are going to be coming to the Indigo 2 to watch yourself, watch the headline as well with Denzel Bentley and Odofia. Talk to me about the fans. Send them a message, man.
No, just thank all of them, and listen, it's going to be a night to enjoy tomorrow, and this is the start of the next chapter. It's going to be a big book was written, so it's going to be good as well. I cannot wait.
Josh Kelly, it's always a pleasure to talk to yourself. Good luck with the future, and we're going to start the press conference now, so we'll see you then.